Hi, and welcome to Speaking from the Center. There's no bit today because I don't feel like doing a bit. I am Tim.
I am Mark, and I have returned.
Hey, buddy, man.
And I helped.
I've been here.
And together we are...
Voltron.
Yeah.
We are okay.
Which one of us is the head?
Which one?
Gross.
Gross.
Gross. Not
Pause.
you. Now you're not the head. You're a foot now.
Best damn foot in the galaxy.
Yeah.
Bluest foot you ever saw. Is that funny?
Can I be the arm that makes the sword? I want to be the arm that makes the sword.
Yeah, no.
Because it like
What-
comes together.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool. God, that was so cool.
Hey, Progress Only is no longer under threat of lawsuit.
Oh,
Congratulations.
yeah, I forgot to laugh publicly for that. I
Promoted.
laughed when we were muted. If you guys like Progress Only, you're gonna have to just come on and kind of like break down what happened. Like I won't do the
Yeah.
story justice, but it's funny. And dude, Progress Only is an absolute savage and just completely dismantles this guy. And it was so glorious. Like I just don't want to spoil it. I don't want to steal the thunder. It's so good. So yeah, here we is. What's new?
We
Anything
are.
new with you guys? Anything?
No.
Anything you want to tell the listeners at home?
Listeners?
Busy.
Listener? Viewers?
All the
Viewers?
people.
All the
Listeners.
people?
Some people are definitely just listening.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's probably true.
I mean, Ollie's one of them.
I am. I was just thinking that myself. I'm one of them.
What is new? I don't know. Work, sleep, eat, repeat.
yeah,
My-
work, sleep, eat.
My
Watch
daughter
the
has
world fall apart.
my daughter has gotten progressively more mischievous.
Oh no.
Like
What'd she do?
day by day. She's finding new shit to get into. But what can you do? And they're little and they're cute. What are you doing over there, Tim?
I was fixing my green screen because it was you
Now
can
it's
see
on,
a
now
little
it's
bit
going
of
on the
stuff.
other side. You went too far.
God damn it!
Too far.
Yep.
I was just gonna let it
Back-
go.
Yeah,
Back that
whatever. Who
shit up,
cares?
man.
I don't care. Whatever.
What if I want to
You know
look
what?
at your fucking DVD collection? Move that shit out the way. I'm trying to see what you got. You might have some good shit I need to borrow.
There you go. There you go.
Let me borrow one of your box sets and like not give you a couple of the discs or
Want
scratch
a-
them up.
You want a DVD of Casino Royale?
Oh, do I?
Not really.
What
No.
about-
No, I don't even know how to play that. It'll play
about-
it'll play in my truck.
Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks.
What a great movie that no one saw. Someone saw it.
How about Clash of the Titans? There's a classic.
Is that the one? Is that the
uh,
claymation one?
No,
Nope.
this is the 2011 one.
Oh, boo!
That is the one with the dude from Avatar, and he's not
There we go.
good at acting.
He's not the Avatar guy in that one.
Oh,
How about
that's his role. He should stay there.
Pretty in Pink?
Who's- Here, that's a good banter question. Good
Yes,
job,
you
Mark.
are, Tim.
What's the one actor who unfortunately may not work any other jobs? Like they got to play this person forever. Unfortunately, you did too good of a job the first time. You got to play this guy from now on.
Robert
Huh.
Downey Jr.
Maybe.
Well,
But no, he can still
Oh,
do
I
other
might
stuff.
fight you on that one, honestly.
He can still do other stuff.
who do you think would have been a better Iron Man?
I
Nicolas
don't.
Cage.
No,
Nicolas-
what?
Stop.
Hilarious.
Talking. Stop. Talking.
Hilarious Iron Man, Nicolas Cage.
You know, I am
No.
so sick of the fucking myth that this guy is an actor of some sort. He's not. You guys are projecting skill onto a blank canvas, and it is so frustrating. He doesn't do
Did you-
anything.
He
Did you
was
hear about
good
how-
in
Did you go ahead?
he was good in Con Air.
He
That was
good.
a good
No,
movie.
he
That was an
wasn't.
all
He
right
was
movie.
fine
No, that
in
was
Con Air, and that counts
yeah.
as good.
It was just all right. So
Keep dragging
the-
him along like a meme. The poor guy probably thinks he can act because y'all keep fucking pumping him up, thinking he can do shit.
No, he knows he can't act.
What if somebody
did-
actually invites him to do a real movie? He'll be embarrassed. Oh wait,
he could be.
He was really good in Into the Spider-Verse.
he was really great
Yeah.
in Ghost Rider.
Did
Oh
you
my
hear
God,
about how
Ghost
angry
Rider.
he got about the ending scenes from the Flash movie, where they used his image?
Let him be mad.
He got right pissed off
Ooh.
about that.
Progress only in the chat says, imagine if it was Michael Keaton or Johnny Depp.
I think Johnny Depp would have been a pretty good Iron Man.
Baby.
Too broody, maybe.
I think Michael Keaton would have been a bit too hammy.
Hear me out.
And
Hear
do
me
you
out.
think Johnny Depp wouldn't have been?
Hugh Laurie.
Ooh,
No,
Hugh Laurie
he's-
would have been a
he's-
good
no.
Iron Man.
I'm just
No.
saying. Just think of
Hmm.
House as Iron Man. Kind of that really rude, to the point, no frills. But instead of it being him, a pain-addled doctor solving medical mysteries, he would just be
He's an
the
arms
tech
dealer.
He's just the tech guy who's so smart. He just can't be bothered.
Okay.
Yes, and he does have a
Benedict
good Upper
Cumberbatch.
East Side accent.
Yeah.
Okay. Hear me
Maybe.
out on this. There's you'd have to deal with an English accent, but Idris Elba.
No. And his name is
What?
Idris.
Mm.
Idris Elba.
I'm
Idris
Idris Elba.
Elba.
I goes where I goes.
It goes where it goes.
He should have been
I'm
James
Idris
Bond, is
Elba.
what he should have been. You racist fucks over there in the UK. God, man, that would have been such a badass movie. God.
Yeah,
Will
I think
Smith.
he's too old to be James Bond now, though, eh? To start off. They're trying to
Geor-
go with a young guy again.
George Clooney, Iron Man.
No, not a fucking
George
chance.
Clooney is just
Ooh.
so puppy dog.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, but Hugh Jackman is already Wolverine.
Yeah,
That
we
doesn't
need
matter.
him
He's
later.
giving that up.
That's like I thought about Benedict Cumberbatch, but we kind of need him to be Doctor Strange. So
We really do need him to be Doctor Strange.
He's-
He's almost perfect for that part.
yeah, that he in like with the. Do you think he grew the beard, or they just put on the beard?
Oh, I'm sure he did actually. I think he grew the beard.
Because it looks just like he looks just like the comic.
He does.
Maybe
Well,
Mr. Fantastic,
kinda.
too.
Al Pacino.
Al
Joe Pesci.
Pacino? What? Joe Pesci? What?
Robert De Niro.
No, fuck off. Next thing you'll be saying Dean Martin or fucking
Dean
Frank
Martin.
Sinatra. Come
See,
on.
Frank-
Fucking
Dean
Morgan
Martin
Freeman.
might have been actually a pretty good
Morgan
Iron Man.
Freeman
Just gotta say.
as Iron Man. God can fly.
a young Val Kilmer,
Ooh. Vin
The
Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Val Kilmer probably could have did Iron Man. Yes, I agree with you right there. I got as soon as you said that, it was like, yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was Batman that one time. That's
Wait,
right.
isn't there like an
So-
alternate universe where who the fuck is it? God, I can't remember his name, and he's like one of the biggest actors ever.
Ryan Reynolds,
Nope.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hugh Jackman,
No, the Top Gun guy.
Morgan Freeman.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Isn't there an
Cruise.
alternate universe where Tom Cruise is Iron Man?
Oh yeah,
There-
they were saying if they did it in the '90s, if they
Yeah.
Yeah,
recast
it's
of
one
the
of those.
MCU in the
If they
90s.
had done those movies in the 80s or 90s, so who would have got cast?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I think
so.
I think Tom Cruise could probably sell that
Jeff
pretty
Goldblum.
Go home. You drunk.
No,
No, because he's really good as what's his name from World War Hulk.
Oh, I didn't watch that.
he did a great job at playing the Taskmaster or Games Master or whoever that fucking guy is. Yeah,
Ooh, Mel Gibson.
but as
Hell
Iron Man,
no.
no.
He
Only
is
if you want an
not uncanceled.
anti-Semitic Iron Man.
He is not uncanceled yet.
I want
keep
the
trying to sneak
Braveheart
in.
sword in Iron Man's hand, cutting up tanks.
You want to talk about getting fired on your fucking day off? Like, shut the fuck up, guy. How do you
Oh,
fuck
what-
up a good thing like that? Shut up.
What about Keanu
As Iron Man,
as Iron Man?
He doesn't. He's a good actor. He doesn't have the I don't think he could act
He
that
can't
role
re-
good.
He can't read that many lines in one movie.
John Wick is Iron Man. Come on.
No, not.
No, it's all action, no
John Wick is the
dialogue.
Punisher.
John Wick is the Punisher. Yeah, Keanu Reeves could be the Punisher.
He's Deadshot in the fucking what's it called movie.
Oh my god.
But if
Oh,
you
that
want
would
to
be
know the
cool.
role I'd like to see Keanu Reeves in, is Revan.
Who's
Just by the
Revan?
way,
Oh, Star
he's-
Wars.
Star Wars.
Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah,
Yes. Darth Revan.
there's Revan.
Leonardo
I think-
DiCaprio. Now hear me out. Leonardo DiCaprio's character from Wolf of Wall Street is Iron Man
With more cocaine.
with more cocaine.
What's the lady from Everywhere,
Well,
Everything,
just-
all the time at once?
you say that
Michelle
about
Yeoh.
with the more cocaine, but
Yeah, with-
maybe they actually go at it from that angle with him.
Speaking of cocaine,
Because like
Fred
I mean
Willard.
they did a whole set of Iron Man comics back in the 70s and 80s where he was like addicted to drugs and it was all about how he was trying to get away from those addictions.
Well, yeah,
They
if you
might be able to
take
play that.
because Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark did have addictions. Like
Oh yeah.
he was an alcoholic and all that. So just switch the alcohol for
Hamburgers.
cocaine, and there you go.
Charlie Sheen.
Ooh. All right, but Charlie Sheen before the career meltdown.
Yeah, and knowingly giving people dangerous, deadly diseases.
Mhm.
Before Tiger Blood? Before Tiger Blood.
Highest Touch Network. Don Jr. is out with an insane video, and
It's quiet,
you
it's
gotta
not
see
me.
this for yourself.
Right? Remember chow thief Alexander Vindeman?
What?
The difference between Alexander Vindeman, who was made a
Vitamin.
hero
Vitamin-
for leaking
Vitamin?
You
stuff-
mean Vindman?
Mr. Vitamin.
Mr. Vitamin.
He's talking about like Alexander
Flintstones.
Vindman, the soldier, right?
No,
the-
Mr. Vindindaman. It's a different
I
guy.
have no idea.
Mr. Vitamin needs to get off the cocaine.
The person who testified against Trump in one of his impeachment hearings. I forget which one.
Well, he's a vitamin, is what he is.
stuff like this to the press. And Jack may have inadvertently
Whoa,
Oh.
your voice is all over the place.
Whoa!
averted World War
That's the
III
cocaine.
as opposed to pushing
That's the cocaine.
us
I'm saying cocaine like that from now on.
towards
This
it.
guy used
like
to stay at the
Vindeman did.
White House.
Oh my god, right? I've never been there, but this fucker's been inside.
Now, that
He slept there. He had somebody come bring him an extra pillow. Bullshit.
didn't stop Vindeman from becoming a hero because it's just
Okay, first of all, stop doing drugs.
Look, why would you think he's on drugs? What would make you think or say that
That is
drugs...
hilarious.
Promomulus.
Stop doing drugs.
Maybe it's
Holy fuck.
maybe it's a prescription. Maybe.
Prescription cocaine.
I mean, with Trump's doctors, I don't know. Maybe you might have wrote him as a script for coke.
I don't know. Apparently, his family's in the best of health that's ever been seen. So,
Yeah, because their doctors are liars.
Oh my God, bro. Second,
Oh,
it's Vin.
Michael J. Fox in his prime.
VIND.
No.
is Iron Man? Yeah, maybe.
If Tom Holland wasn't Spider-Man, I would say yeah.
so not to go back. Maybe we should. This should be the last segment part about who should be Iron Man. I found a list of 6 people almost.
No, we're grinding this to a halt. You send me that link right now.
Okay.
We're clearly distracted. We might as well just get this over with so that way we can move on. 'Cause
We
right
guessed.
now,
We guessed most of them.
Did
Oh,
we?
really?
Okay.
oh,
I mean,
No
we went
shit.
through
At
most
least
of the
3 or
major
4.
actors in Hollywood,
we
so
said Morgan Freeman at least 30 times.
And it's pretty common knowledge that Tom Cruise is on that list.
What's his face? Morgan Freeman better be on this list. All right, who is this? Oh, I'm
God.
at the bottom. Hold on.
yeah, go to the.
Yeah, okay, here we go. They say,
Fuck, Nicolas Cage is
Sam
there.
Rockwell. See, Sam Rockwell played in the movie, but he was the hammer guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Justin
He
Hammer.
could have. I think he could have done it. Honestly.
No,
maybe. He's a good
well,
actor.
he was like.
he's a bad guy.
I mean, a lot of Iron Man's villains are versions of Iron Man. So like, yeah, Sam Rockwell was like the dumb, incompetent version of Iron Man.
He was
It
like
could have
the-
very easily not been. Yeah.
he spit the moon pie in the guy's face in Green Mile. He can't be Iron Man now. You got
That's fair.
you got the twinge of the tinge of Green Mile still on you, buddy. Sorry. You killed Mr. Bubbles. Or no, that was Percy. That was Percy.
Mr. Jangles.
Yeah,
And-
Mr.
and yeah.
Jangles. Percy stomped him, the monster.
And then you got huge Jackman.
The hugest Jackman.
Really?
I honestly
He's
think
I don't
related
think
to
he'd
Ollie
be.
Man.
I don't think he'd be there.
I think he could. I think he would be the best to do it. Honestly,
Really?
I think he's too iconic as Wolverine for him to show up as Iron Man.
We need a nerd. Tony Stark is a nerd that's really cool. Like if
Yeah.
Elon Musk wasn't a dickhead, it needs to be like an Elon Musk tech
Oh,
actor.
it is so cringy now that Elon Musk did show up in an Iron Man movie.
right?
let's not talk about that travesty.
The MCU is tainted with its taint. All right, Hugh, we're not buying it. Tom Cruise. I'm not even a big fan of Tom Cruise. Tom
No,
Cruise
me
has
neither.
good movies, but I don't like him.
But I think
He's
I
nuts.
think
So
Yeah, he's cuckoo for
I-
Cocoa Puffs.
I think he can play a fucking asshole really well. He would be a really good like. Did you guys ever see The Edge of Tomorrow?
yes,
No.
great movie.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
know
Okay.
why it didn't do better.
So his character in there started out as like this sniveling officer who was just trying to get out of shit. Like I feel like he'd be a
Yes.
really good fuckhead for like a beginning Tony Stark character. Kind of like Robert Downey Jr., but more sniveling and more like I don't want to do this anyway. Like he'd be a really good
He can't
asshole to
be,
be
yeah.
Tony Stark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a slightly more evil version of Tony Stark.
I liked A Few Good Men, but it's not sold on the
Listen.
Cruise.
Not all of Tom Cruise's movies are good. A lot of them are meh.
Nicolas
like-
Cage.
He's,
Nicholas Rage.
You
he's
guys,
no Nicolas Cage in the bad movie department, though.
I'm just saying, he just does anything.
Because he has lots of debts that he has to pay off.
Lord
Yeah,
have
wasn't
mercy.
he like 180 million or something in debt after being the
How?
paid actor in for years?
Because
How?
he buys ridiculous shit.
Sell it.
It's not worth what he bought it for.
Yeah.
You'll get most of the way back.
I think he bought some mammoth shit,
Like a mammoth?
like a piece of shit from a mammoth.
See, this is your king.
Rich people.
Who's Timothy Oliphant?
I've heard of him. I don't think I've
Oh,
seen too much of him
Deadwood.
act, though. Yeah, I
No,
don't.
I've
I
heard
haven't
the
seen too
name.
much of
He's
him.
not a huge actor. I don't know.
Hey, you know what, Ollie? You know who would be a good Iron Man? Jeff Winger.
Who? Jeff
Jeff
Winger? Woody?
Yeah.
Woody?
I'm
I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to digest it.
You give him
He
the
might
facial,
be able to
you
pull
give
it
him-
off.
You give him the facial hair. Give him an
Yeah.
Audi, an open collar. He's right there.
He's
he's
kind
a-
of there, yeah.
He's right there. You can just chung 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 all the little stuff around him. He'll be all right. Leonardo
Very sarcastic all the time. Yeah.
DiCaprio.
I don't think so.
I think if you like, Joel McHale would be a really good like joke Iron Man. I think. I don't know if he can be serious enough to be
Who's
Iron
Jim,
Man.
Who's Jim from
That's
The
a-
Office?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Kaczynski?
Kaczynski. Fuck that
John
guy.
Krasinski. Yep.
Why is he bad?
Fuck
What
that.
do you-
First of all, fuck The Office.
What the
Second
fuck?
of all,
Office is great. Shut up, Tim.
Tim's a
fuck
liar.
The Office.
Tim over here
I've-
lying on the internet.
Bad Tim.
The Office is bad. Don't watch it.
Office is
what?
great. Watch it.
You know what? You're not allowed to watch it anymore, Tim. I just talked to the producers in my ear, and they said, "Don't let Tim watch that shit no more." So you're banned. Don't even.
Good, because I don't watch it. I don't watch it. Parks and Rec is better.
Just break your TV.
Parks and Rec is a better show.
I
The
haven't-
Office
I
is
haven't-
terrible.
I haven't gotten.
I haven't
all the way
watched
through-
either.
I haven't gotten all the way through Parks and Rec yet. Maybe that'll be me and the wife's new dinner show. You know, you get like a show for dinner time, and then like movies or.
Oh
different-
yeah,
Can't watch.
We're
a
on the
movie during
Orville.
dinner. Ooh, Orville.
Orville is a good show.
No,
I
no.
enjoy
This
Orville.
is it. This is it. This is it. That's it. That's it.
What?
Seth
What?
MacFarlane.
You can't have Seth
As
MacFarlane as
Iron Man?
Iron Man. You can't.
Yes,
you
can.
could.
Uh,
Yes, you could.
It would be
Actually, no,
even
that-
harder for him to play a straight like
That's totally.
he would be
could.
more of a joke Iron Man than Joel McHale.
He
He'd
can
have
act,
to
though.
like
He
he
can
can
actually
act,
act.
but he'd have to like I don't know. You'd have to be able to take him a bit more seriously than you take him currently. Like Robert Downey Jr., you could take seriously. He's been
Well,
in.
I think what we need to hinge this all on is the cave scene. Who can build the reactor in the cave believably?
Sheldon
Christopher Lloyd.
No, not Sheldon.
Not
from Big
Christopher
Bang.
Lloyd.
Sheldon.
Christopher.
The Doc will be Iron Man.
So we're talking about Tony Stark hitting the anvil, making the
Yeah.
Iron Man mask.
Yeah.
Wait. What about the guy who plays Howard Wolowitz?
No.
The dude
Why
from
not?
Roseanne.
What?
No, Big
Roseanne?
Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory.
Right? Isn't that the David?
No,
From
No,
Roseanne?
no.
different guy.
Oh, okay.
The other
You're
guy.
thinking of a
The
different
other
actor, but
short guy.
yes, same shows.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I
Dude,
don't
he
see.
does voices. He's fucking good.
I don't see Seth MacFarlane being the guy that believably is like, he's sitting there in an A shirt just hammering away. Like, he's a little too doughy for that.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Ooh,
No.
Kiefer Sutherland.
I thought about him earlier. I didn't think so.
I think he
he's
might-
got the wrong head shape.
Yeah, that. Yeah.
Like you can't put him. He would be a good fucking Ghost Rider. He's got the perfect
Maybe.
head to be Ghost Rider. I could see flames coming off of the back of that head for
But
sure.
How about
Will Wheaton.
No, he's a
no.
nerd. He's too much nerd. He's not enough tough guy.
See,
He's
that's
way
the
too
thing.
much
We
nerd.
need somebody who's Will Wheaton, but a little bit gruffer. Like we need a mussy-haired Will Wheaton. Who is that?
Why?
In the chat, help
Why?
us.
The whole point of building the armor is because you're the fucking nerd that isn't the gruff guy and you need to protect yourself.
He needs to be able to build the suit. And if you're a fucking string bean, you're not hammering on an anvil.
Well, he needs to be able to walk around in the suit. In
Yeah, you gotta
the
get through
in
the
the
testing
first
phase.
armor.
But
Yeah.
Oh,
You
We
you
need-
can't have
This is
you,
off
you
the
can't go
rails.
around. Yeah, this is so you can't have a
we're-
tiny little guy walking around in the V1 Iron Man armor because
Where's-
it just don't look right.
Where's Imran? We need a nerd.
Okay.
We need a jock and nerd in here.
This is an out here stretch.
Okay.
David Tennant.
No, see, I like
David
that.
Tennant.
Now, see that I like better. That's closer.
I
think.
liked.
I think
I've
that's a
always
lot
liked
closer.
David Tennant.
Because he's nerdy.
Yeah, but he could be tough
He
if
is-
you need him to.
Correct. But he would get down and dirty to get shit done. Like I could see him being that fit for the role. That could work.
Because Iron Man 1 is such a weird movie because you got to have and Robert Downey Jr. kind of merged.
Well,
like
I
three
don't think you
movies.
do
Hold
Iron
on,
Man 1
Ollie,
again.
Hold on. They like merged three parts into one because you got the Playboy, and then you got the dude in the cave, and then you got Iron Man, the hero, and you got to have it's got it. That's the qualifiers here.
The redemption arc.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's got to come back to us and not just stay an asshole.
I think I got one for you.
Bautista.
Dave
Oh, God,
Bautista's
no.
way too big.
No,
No.
No.
Ginormous. The suit
He
would
wouldn't
be
fit
so
in the
tight. It's so
Imagine Dave
tight on him.
Bautista in like a form-fitting Iron Man costume. It would just be just bulk.
It's just taped onto his arms on the outside.
All right, I got one for you. Tom Hardy.
Who is that?
no.
He plays.
He's played
Mad
Venom.
Max.
He
Most
plays
recent
Mad
Venom.
Max.
Ooh, you know who would have been good? Star-Lord.
No.
He would have been good as Iron Man, no?
Yeah, I think if you took him fresh from whatever he was doing before he became Star-Lord, like Parks and Rec or whatever, and he jacked himself up to be Star-Lord. If you didn't
Really
have
did.
him be Star-Lord and have him be a more serious character like Iron Man, I think it would work.
Or is he too young?
I mean, you could have Tony Stark be a little bit younger.
How old is he in the first? Do we even know, like 40? 40? 40s?
2004.
In the 50s? 50s?
Yeah, but
40s?
it depends what version you want to do of Iron Man, though, right? Because there's some versions of Iron Man where he's a teenager.
Yeah, that's a weird version. We don't want that version.
Elijah
So-
Wood.
Now, see, I like Elijah Wood and everything, so I already voted yes. Him and Shia LaBeouf can do every movie, and you guys can kiss my ass. I don't care if you don't like him.
No. What?
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
I love me
not.
some Shia LaBeouf.
I don't think anyone can take Shia LaBeouf seriously ever.
I do.
No.
I like him.
I don't. Like he's a good actor. He's done some good shit. He is Looney Tunes.
Yeah, me too. That's why I like him.
Do you think James
Uh,
Franco is a good enough actor to be Iron Man?
Okay, now hold on. That might be something there. The Jay Francos?
James Franco.
And maybe one of the Franco brothers.
Wait, there's more than one.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was more than one.
There's Frank Franco, Freddie Franco, Ferdinand Franco, the Hollywood
Julian
kid.
Franco.
Julian.
Well, there's James Franco.
Yep. What we just said.
Nathan.
I literally didn't know that they were different people.
Yeah.
You say Ethan Hawke?
No, Nathan Fillion.
Kevin Bacon.
Ooh, those are both
Nathan
good.
Fillion in his prime as Iron Man.
Who's Rick?
Like-
Rick
Because
might
that's
be good.
20 years ago, so he would have been in his 30s. Like that
Yeah.
is Nathan's prime. So like
Nathan
that-
Fillion.
Is that the
Right when
Irish? That's the Irish guy, right?
What?
Nathan Fillion? That's that dude
No.
from Boondock Saints?
He was
Oh,
Captain
no.
Reynolds in Firefly. He was Rick Castle in Castle. He's what's the show he's on now where he's the rookie? He's
His
a cop.
head's too big to be Iron Man.
I mean, it's Iron
wear a
Man.
bigger helmet, Tim.
What's his name? Nathan.
Nathan
Fillion.
Fillion, Fillion.
He's been a
I-
bunch of shit, dude.
I'm not on the Nathan
Oh,
Fillion
he
bandwagon.
just said that because he's Canadian.
I didn't know he
I
was
said
Canadian,
it, you jerk.
and
Yeah,
I didn't know
you're
he was
in
Canadian.
Fucking Minnesota. That is Canada. It's damn near.
Fine, then Illinois is in Minnesota.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Healthcare. We missed you. You sweet, sweet healthcare. Who am I thinking? Who's the guy from Walking Dead? That's
Andrew
Daryl
Lincoln.
Dixon?
Andrew
no,
Lincoln.
No. The
Daryl
Irish
from Walking
guy.
Dead.
The Irish guy.
The Irish.
Irish guy?
He was in Boondock Saints.
The two brother. So which of the two brothers? Not the one that plays Daryl. The other one?
I don't know. You guys keep saying the name of the character. I need to know the name of the guy. That guy on the right. William Dafoe.
No.
What are we thinking? Willem Dafoe, obviously.
Willem Dafoe?
He should
I
be
don't
Iron
know.
Man.
But he wasn't in the movies you were just saying,
Norman Reedus.
or Walking Dead.
Wait, isn't Willem Dafoe? Isn't he
Oh yeah, he's
Norman Osborn?
yeah, he's
Yes.
Goblin.
Yeah, he's the Green Goblin. You can't do
He's a
that.
lot more than that. Yeah.
What
okay.
about Christian Bale? He can already play the billionaire.
I thought about that.
I don't know if he needs two. Like that would be like the two main
Oh wait,
Yeah.
leads.
nobody said it yet. John Travolta.
No,
And
get
no
off.
one will.
You're out of the show. Fuck off.
Goodbye forever.
Mute him. Privileges
And
off.
forever.
I'm gonna hack your Starfield, take my massive battlefield, blow you up, sir.
That is funny.
Well, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, let us.
We're replacing Iron Man for no reason. And
That's been the whole show.
and we're having a real hard time with it. So
Should that be a new segment of the show? The first 20, 30 minutes
Oh.
is what character should replace this superhero in the movie?
I can't think of his
I like
name.
it.
Damn it.
I like it.
He-
I'm with it.
He-
It's fun. Next week,
what's his-
Batman.
What about Jet Li?
I think too many
Nope.
people have already been Batman. That's a
What
problem.
about the guy that played the Hulk there just before the guy
Edward
that's playing the
Norton.
Hulk now? Edward Norton, yes.
Ooh.
as Iron Man?
As
Batman.
Iron Man. I think he
I
could
mean,
do
it's
that.
kind of like that
I'm
Ryan
saying.
Reynolds Deadpool thing, but
I think so. Edward
That could get
Norton
cleaned up.
was really good as the Hulk, and I think the problem with Edward Norton is he's notoriously difficult to work with.
yeah, because he's
Well,
fucking
that-
awesome.
We're not talking about that end of this. We've
Yeah, that's
talked
not our
about Tom
problem.
fucking Cruise. You want to talk about difficult to work with? Come on now.
Let him scan you with his laser beams.
I'm just saying, like you would get Edward Norton for a movie, and that'd be it. He wouldn't be on board for a franchise.
He would if I asked him.
Like Tom Cruise made a fucking Top Gun movie like 30 years after the first one was made. Like he'll do whatever
Cruise
for
is
money.
Still
He
doing
doesn't
Top
care.
Gun movies.
That's what I'm saying.
How about
Still
Jeff
doing
Daniels?
fucking Mission Impossible. Jeff Daniels, no.
I love me some Jeff Daniels.
But no.
However, I don't
Should we
think
say Jim Carrey? Come on now.
I don't think Jeff Daniels would be a good Tony
Wayne
Stark.
Brady.
Perfect. Next question.
Listen,
Next
I'm thinking it.
Colin Mockery.
Colin Mockery. Yeah, that would be a funny, that would be a funny.
Listen, we're all thinking it, but I'm gonna say it. Will Smith.
Will Smith would be the Iron Man from Philly.
What's he gonna do? Slap Thanos?
Hell yeah!
Maybe.
Fuck that snap! You finna get a slap.
You get those infinity rings out your goddamn.
I would like that. And you know what? I would like to see more celebrities slapping each other because they're millionaires, and I don't feel bad when millionaires slap each other.
All right. So what about? All right. I'm gonna pitch this idea. What about a Hunger Games, but it's all millionaires?
I'm listening.
All right.
Do they get a
So-
billion at the end?
And they get raffled the same way that they do in the Hunger Games. So they get random names out of a bowl, and they have to duke it out, and the winner gets half of everyone else's money, and we get the other half.
Have you seen the documentary Squid Game?
I have.
There's
Those
gotta be some way
Koreans-
to compel them, though, Tim. And
Those
like, what would-
Koreans are messed up. They are compelled because if they don't do it,
We're gonna take all their
Then-
money.
yeah, we're just gonna take it all.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good.
Oh,
There's not that
okay.
many of them. There's more of us than there are of them.
Yes.
Just saying.
They can't
But-
pay us
but they-
all off.
You do realize Zuckerberg is gonna win that, though, right?
They have the money for the robotic guns.
I'm Idris
Zuckerberg ain't
Elba.
gonna.
I goes where I
Richard
goes.
Bronson is
He's
gonna win that
kickboxer.
shit.
He's a kick. Idris Elba is a kickboxer.
Did you say
and he's
Pierce
like-
Brosnan?
No, Richard Bronson. That's who's gonna win the Millionaires Hunger
Nah, dude.
Games.
Idris has it hands down. He's a fucking kickboxer. He's like 6'5".
But what
Who's getting
about
past
Pierce
that?
Brosnan for Iron Man?
Too old.
Yeah.
Now he is. We're talking about guys when they were in their prime. Come on now.
Well, but see, the other
Ryan
problem
Brosnan.
is
Too British.
He is,
He's very
he is
British.
suave and can pull off the billionaire. He can't
Yeah.
pull off the gritty nerd.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
see
think-
him.
yeah.
I don't
Ha-
see him
has
as
he ever
overly
played-
intelligent.
Has he ever done a role where he's played something without a British accent? I don't know.
Probably.
think of
not.
it.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh no, he had a British accent.
That was Robin Williams. Oh no,
Yeah.
wait.
Ah.
The other, yeah, never mind. You know what, Robin? Oh no, I'm not. That makes me sad to even think about.
Oh, why did you say it? All
Uh,
back to the
let's
news.
talk
Robin
about the
Williams would have been a
politics.
great
No,
Iron
we're
Man.
done.
Now
Back
that
to
we're
the
sad
news.
anyway.
God damn it.
Tom Hanks. No one said him. No one said his name yet. Tom Hanks.
Because he's our neighbor. He's America's neighbor.
Yeah, we could have
Tom
a
Hanks is
friendly Iron
Man.
Man.
Jack
oh my
Nicholson.
God,
No,
that
dude.
house is coming with the rain. Oh, Woody as fucking
Reach for the sky.
owned by their boys in the Thanos gauntlet. There's a snap
All right.
in my boot.
The Milky Way.
Play the whatever this is.
432, of which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 200 votes. The Honorable Hakeem Jeffries of the state of New York has received 212 votes.
Look how upset that guy is. He's like, "Fuck you, people."
Look at McCarthy like, told you it wasn't easy.
Stop fucking. He's like, "Stop fucking clapping."
The Honorable Kevin McCarthy of the state of California has received 6 votes. Lee Zeldin of the state
McCarthy, stop voting for yourself. Wasting everybody time making a whole separate column for your 2 votes. Stop it.
You know what the crazy thing is? McCarthy's out there voting for Jim Jordan because he's trying to get this dude to be speaker for whatever reason. But 5 other people voted for Kevin McCarthy.
Is that supporting him or just middle fingering him?
That's It's a fuck you
It's
for
a
sure.
something. It's
It'd be kind of funny if Matt Gaetz started voting for McCarthy now.
that would be a nice troll move.
In a news story later on, that may happen.
of New York has received 3. The Honorable Steve Scalise of the state of Louisiana has received 7. The Honorable
Bro, you only got 7 more than me.
Mike Garcia of the state of California has received 1. The Honorable Tom Emmer of the state of Minnesota has received 1.
Woo,
The Honorable Tom Cole of the state of Oklahoma has received 1. The Honorable Thomas Massey of the
You ain't got to say 1 like that. You know, the first time I let it go, but now he keep putting stank on the ones.
He received 1.
Yeah, don't take a breath in between. Just say it all together. Don't be separating it out.
state of Kentucky has received 1.
Bitch.
1.
No person having received a majority of the whole number of votes cast by certain.
What's the magic number, Tim?
The magic number, it really depends on how many people vote, but most of the time it's 217.
Well, wait, didn't he just get 220?
No.
Oh, it was
No.
212.
You got 200.
Oh, 212. Yeah.
212 and 20 voted for random.
See what they
Dyslexia.
did is all the Democrats, because they're a unified party, voted for Hakeem Jeffries. That's the 212. And then 200 of the Republicans gritted their teeth and voted for Jim fucking Jordan. And then 20 of them said, fuck this guy. We're never voting for him. He can go fuck himself.
And then
They
there's
threw
that,
their votes just wherever.
and then 4 of the people voted for themselves.
Pretty much.
Yes.
Of the state of Oklahoma has received 1.
Oh, you mother suck.
One.
I think we got another Jim Jordan here.
Oh, yeah. So that was the second vote. This is the first one that he failed. I think I made it a little bit further along, so he just doesn't.
Look at all these rich people milling around.
Oh, yeah. They're waiting for the count of the vote. Sorry, it was the wrong timestamp. But just
There's a
flash
baby.
it forward a little. There's a baby.
Hey, baby.
Did that baby vote? Hey, did that baby vote?
Yep.
132, of which the Honorable Jim Jordan of the state of Ohio has received 200 votes. The Honorable Hakeem Jeffries of the state of New York has received 212 votes.
It's like I hate you. So we don't have to go through all this again, but
This is
those
the
are the
same
2
one.
votes that failed. Is it the same one?
Yeah,
This
you
is-
sent me the same thing.
Oh, I thought I sent 2 different votes. Either way,
It was the same result.
it happened the same way twice. And then this is after the
this
second
is,
vote.
Yeah, this is,
Republicans remain divided over electing a new speaker after a second vote today failed to produce a person with
all right. Let's start off here.
He
You
kind of
didn't
looks like he's in Congress.
You didn't even try with the tie, did you? You didn't even try.
This
Trump-
is like definitely like Congress attire. Like he didn't tie with the tie. He just put a jacket on.
A tie, a shirt, a jacket.
Yeah. He's just on his way to work.
Man, if you're not going to try with the tie, just get a clip on. Like, that would look better.
Just I'm talking about a half an inch. Just tighten it up. You look just a little bit. A squiggle left, a wriggle right, and you're good to go.
enough votes to succeed Kevin McCarthy. Jim Jordan says he will not drop out of the race.
There we go. Let's get some fucking quality on this.
Meanwhile, the House Speaker voting has exposed rifts within the Republican conference.
I think we're a mess.
Thank you to our patrons for help funding this YouTube premium.
I think we should get a Republican speaker. I've been very clear about that. And I think that's where the conference is. That's what our rules suggest.
They want a Republican speaker. That's why they're not voting for you.
So let's get a Republican speaker and get about the people's business.
The stalemate comes as Congress faces a government shutdown deadline and proposals for military support for both Ukraine and Israel. Congress must decide on a long-term spending bill by November.
What's up with this scepter, Tim? Is this
I don't know. It's
is this
probably
the
some,
Illuminati pool? Is that the Illuminati poll?
It might be. It's probably some like thing from like 200 years ago. They're like, oh, we should keep this in the floor of Congress.
Because
And-
your man's is wearing gloves handling it. I'm just watching.
It's you know what? There's an eagle up there. It's probably got something to do with Nazis. Just saying.
Probably.
I was going to say, did they raid some Nazi shit
The
in
Third
1940?
Reich.
Number 17.
Brought it back from Germany.
Some lawmakers say Speaker Pro Tem Patrick
Watch it be a
McHenry
lamp.
should be temporary.
Lamp.
It's the break the door in case of emergency thing.
It's the talking stick. You can only talk if you have the stick.
Oh, look, there's that door that never mind.
Speaker, the vote to empower McHenry could
Remember when them little motherfuckers was crawling all over this place?
Yep.
Remember that? And they were
Yeah.
falling down off of the edges.
Yeah, and the dude they're trying to vote in as speaker is one of like the biggest causes of that shit.
Oh, it's fine.
Patrick McHenry should be temporary speaker.
How come some people got desks and some people don't?
Well, see, the people with desks are more important.
That's some bullshit. I'm not showing up if I don't get a desk.
Actually, I'm pretty sure those desks are there for committee hearings, so they don't really get those desks. They just can't move them.
And how do you even scoot up under there?
I don't know, man. You gotta like get your ass in front of somebody, I guess.
That you gotta sit lap on lap, I guess. I don't know.
The vote to
Can't reach
empower
the- who's got
McHenry could happen sometime late
Orangutan
this
arms
afternoon
in
or
Congress
tonight.
that can reach the fucking edge of the desk. Well, better luck next time there, Jimbo. Better luck next time. I
Nancy
hope no
Mace over the-
compromising information about you ever comes out, and definitely not played on a podcast. That'd be fucking terrible.
For them.
I know you've been outspoken about defending victims of sexual assault through the past allegations against Jim Jordan that he turned a blind.
What?
Whoa.
The moral majority has someone up there with sexual misconduct in their past? Say it ain't so, Josephine.
eye
Or whatever your name is.
to sexual abuse. Give you any reservations?
No.
I'm not familiar
square
or
that?
aware with that. He's not indicted on anything that I'm aware of, and so I don't know anything.
So
I
it's
can't
fine.
speak to that, but I will say that
I don't know anything.
What I don't know
Rep
doesn't
Nancy
hurt
Mace.
me.
I just choose not to research my colleagues because I don't want to have to hold them accountable.
Ohio
have
State
been, as you
University
said, Margaret,
allegations.
a very
Mikey.
I don't know anything.
What?
Yeah.
Can you have a look at the video stream? Where is my camera being broadcast out on Twitch? I think I'm right behind Mark. Am I?
Oh yeah, there's a little discrepancy on that.
Oh.
Mark
I
is
just realized I
superimposed
looked up
over
and-
Ollie.
Look, I'm right behind him.
Well, I thought you guys were friends. All right.
See,
they
since-
want
since
thorough
you're-
rooms, okay.
Since you're not on board with the new show, you get to share a box.
I gotta share a box. Oh
Look,
no!
man, budget cuts are hitting us all close to home, and fix that. You know, would have been nice
So-
to know about this before the show started.
Yeah,
I just
well,
realized it now, or else I wouldn't have. I would have said
So-
something.
Nancy Mace there is an idiot.
What?
Um,
I'm shocked.
and the fact that she's like, I don't know anything about Jim Jordan when she's trying to vote for him for Speaker of the House, that's a problem.
You should probably know.
You should probably know something about the guy that you're voting for Speaker of the House. And I think that's
half the people that voted for Trump. They didn't know it.
yeah, but they weren't like they're just voters. They're dumb. They don't know anything anyway. Sorry, voters, you're fucking dumb.
Dumb as hell.
It's
Dumb
kinda
as
true.
hell. You're uneducated.
You're not supposed to be. You shouldn't have to have a poli-sci degree to vote. It shouldn't be that bad.
No. Well, you should fucking know something.
But you should know more than you currently know. He's absolutely right about that.
You should know something. But there's a difference between like the average voter and a member of the House of Representatives. Nancy Mace is a member of the House of Representatives. She should know something about
No.
Jim Jordan.
No,
I
he's in the house.
Thanks for the follows. The video continues.
Anything, and I don't know anything about that. What I do know is that I've been a very strong voice for women. I've talked to Jim Jordan and Steve Scalise about that.
For women. I mean, just not abuse victims more largely. If you're a female,
I started following her on Twitter. She is hilarious.
female sexual assault victim, Nancy Mace has got your back, except not actually.
And also,
Does that bother you?
No.
Well, I don't. Again, he's not indicted for anything. I don't know much
It's the
about it,
ethics
and
committee.
I have had my ups and downs, and I'm not on the ethics committee, and I don't know what they have. I haven't seen
sexual
it, but
assault is an
I've had
up
my
and
ups and downs.
down. Huh.
Whatever keeps us in power.
With a lot of members in Congress because as an independent voice, I will call the balls and strikes regardless of the consequences,
Phrasing.
regardless of the
seriously,
backlash.
phrasing.
Yeah, especially a sexual assault thing.
I think that's very apparent after the last 5 days or so. But again, nothing's come out of the ethics committee. I also heard in the last couple of days, in terms of the retribution against Matt Gaetz, they were going to pull something out of ethics committee to get him back. I'm being threatened to be thrown off of my committees. I'm being threatened to be thrown out of.
Well, to be fair, you just admitted you don't know anything. I don't think they need you on the board if you don't, like, you're not keeping up with, I don't know, your job. Like,
well, and I think this is the GOP leadership's strategy is fill these seats with people that don't know anything and that'll just follow the trend. But now they've gotten a few extremists elected into the House that are just rattling shit up and not making sure they can't get anything done. So it is backfiring on them. But
yeah, they literally asked for this, and that.
Like, you can't fill seats with incompetence and then just hope they follow you.
George Santos is a saint. How dare you?
And I mean, this is not necessarily. I was talking about this earlier with some people. This is not necessarily a Republican, primarily a Republican issue. This is an issue with leadership in the House Republicans specifically. The Senate Republicans, who are, I guess, technically in the minority, they have strong leadership. Like, say what you will about Mitch McConnell and the other leaders in the House or in the Senate, but they keep their people together. They have a vision. They have a thing that they're trying to do. The House, on the other hand, leadership is not there. Like, Kevin McCarthy had his legs cut out from under him before he even became speaker.
Right.
And that came back to bite them. And the chaos element in their party is now they didn't have a plan when they voted Kevin McCarthy out. Matt Gaetz admitted he didn't have a plan after getting rid of McCarthy. And
the strategy is chaos. That's what they voted in. They voted in the chaos thing to disrupt everything. It's disrupted. Did you want that?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all wanted that, but that's what you decided to do on purpose.
Well, and if you want to talk about a new level of incompetence, we have two major conflicts that could easily escalate into regional or world wars.
Right.
And the constant month-to-month threat of a shutdown because they can't agree on anything. And this is the time to just say, fuck it, we don't need any leadership.
Well, and they did give themselves the deadline of the government shutdown again in less than a month now. Like, they have several problems happening all at once. But, I mean, they drove away Steve Scalise, who was probably the closest they could get to a speaker in a consensus if, like, Jim Jordan was out of the race. And Jim Jordan he's never passed a bill.
No.
Why should that stop him?
And in 16 years in the House of Representatives, he's never written a bill that was passed.
17 is his lucky number, Tim. Being pessimistic. He's
So-
totally going to get it right this time.
17 is the loneliest number ever knew.
Dude, do you know how mad I would be if I went to Congress every fucking day for 17 years or 16 years and I didn't get shit passed? That was my idea. I'm flipping tables. Couches, throne. I'm going to show up late until y'all start voting for my shit. Like, I'm going to soft quit you motherfuckers until you vote one thing I want in.
Well, and he built notoriety on being outspoken and being, the guy who's going to rub people the wrong way, but he doesn't care. And
yeah,
that's not a good guy to be Speaker of the House. He's not a coalition builder. He's a rabble rouser.
Polarizing.
Yeah, he's a polarizing figure in the House GOP, and that's not someone who builds consensus.
Who do you think they should put up, or who do you think would actually get the votes?
I think...
Well, but because I think that's two different questions. Who could get the votes and who should be speaker?
Fine. Answer them both. Ha
okay.
Yeah.
You go, Tim. I need time.
Yeah.
Speaker of that.
Yeah, right at,
So,
right at Tim.
Yeah, wow.
Take to our man on the street, Tim.
Who should be speaker is Kevin McCarthy, if we're being honest. In the power structure of the Republican House, he was the guy that was supposed to be speaker. And he is a more reasonable Republican than most in his caucus.
Yeah.
If not him, then Steve Scalise. But Steve Scalise he's sick and he doesn't want it.
Why not? It seems like such a stress-free position.
Yeah. I really don't know who else in the House leadership would even be considered speaker. I know they've thrown out a few names. I think this Patrick McHenry, who's the speaker pro temp, is probably the next closest guy. And their strategy now, at least some of the Republicans want to build a coalition with the Democrats to give him temporary powers as speaker so that they can do some governing.
Right.
But there is no permanent solution right now unless Jim Jordan gets elected speaker.
It's a hard pass.
Well, I'll echo Tim's. Like, McCarthy was their best option. He's the only one that was able to link everyone together, even though it was a shitty link.
Yeah.
The only other person that could, I think, do good in the role, I think, would be Tom Emmer. He's not my favorite representative of Minnesota, but he is a level-headed person. But he is smart enough to be like, hit people off with a stick. I don't want it. No touchy. Don't want that in my life. So
yes, but Mark,
oh Lord,
how would he be at playing Iron Man?
I think George Santos should be the Speaker of the House. Hear me out.
Oh God, no!
He's going to bed.
He's going to be in prison soon.
Listen, he literally has all the qualifications. He typed them up this morning.
Did you follow his volleyball career? He was such a great player.
He has a volleyball career?
As what, the ball?
No, that's why it's one of the things that he brags about is that he was like the captain of a volleyball team that was supposed to go to the Olympics or something stupid like that.
Boy, he ain't played no pro volleyball. He
volleyball.
Yeah, Long Island's native son, the volleyball phenom that was going to take us to go get a gold medal. Nope, I'm going to Congress. Sorry, guys.
And there is like one other option, and it's completely hypothetical. It will never happen. But
yeah,
five Republicans. That's all it would have to take. 5 Republicans to vote for Hakeem Jeffries. It will never, ever happen.
Wait.
But that's all it would take. Let's say let's say it's like 20 votes into Jim Jordan trying to be speaker, and the Republicans are desperate. And they're like, all right, we can sacrifice 5 seats. These 5 people are going to vote for Hakeem Jeffries, and we'll never see them again because they'll get voted out.
Yep, immediately.
But there's no way the Republicans would be willing to make that kind of sacrifice on their members, especially with a majority of just
close.
5 people. Yeah,
it's too close, or they would do it.
I mean, if they had 5 more seats, this wouldn't even be a problem. McCarthy would still be speaker.
Yep.
So it's the problem with their leadership and their slim majority.
Well, I think going off of that example, it would maybe be easier to find one Republican to be speaker and set up the rules of the speakership in a way to get the Democrats to vote for that person. And then you only sacrifice one person.
That is true.
You get a majority of Republicans, most of the Democrats to vote for someone to be speaker, split leadership of committees, blah, blah, blah. And then you would, that person that took on the speakership would be retiring.
Yeah.
Could the Republicans take some sort of like Democrat that's almost a Republican and say, we'll nominate him and get the Republicans on their side or Democrats on their side that way?
I don't think the Republican majority would support any Democrat as speaker.
No.
Okay. So that's just a dumb question.
It's too polarizing now. Like it's seen as the ultimate weakness. You can't be our leader, and you would, whoever does it, like Tim said, if 5 Republicans crossed the line and voted for Jeffries, they're committing political suicide. Like they're done.
Like it's.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's not a dumb question. It's just like there's a non-zero chance that will happen, but the chance is like 0.00005. You know, like
Okay.
There would have to be exceptional circumstances for Republicans to consider any Democrat for Speaker of the House because they have the majority, and the House is so polarized, and they hate bipartisanship so much. Like, not just the Republicans. The Democrats aren't really for bipartisanship either. They claim to be, but they're bullshitting.
And most of the Democrats up there are just corporate Democrats anyway, which are just corporations with a body standing up there anyway.
Yeah, and if the trolls had stuck around, they'd know that.
Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't get what they wanted from us, so they had to leave.
They're cowards. Yeah. Anyway,
it could be very dependent on what happens in the Middle East. If shit gets much worse, the war hawks of the Republican Party might cross the line to get someone into power to get shit done because, it has to get done.
No, they'll vote for what's his name, whoever the speaker, Patrick McHenry, who's Speaker pro temp right now. They'll give him emergency powers or whatever, and they'll be able to pass laws for a couple of months before they can figure out a real solution. But I don't think there's another Jim Jordan clip somewhere.
Would rules like that need to be approved by the president, or they just approve them?
Look at that one. This is what the House GOP thinks of Jim Jordan.
Oh boy.
Got the black on black on black with the silver frames.
Blue on black.
Fucks with it. Kenny Wayne Shepherd.
That you have nearly 24 Republicans who recognize that.
I want to ask both of you about this.
What do they recognize?
Tim gave me a bad timestamp.
No, that's it. That's right.
To block increased powers for their own Republican colleague, Patrick McHenry, because that somehow would be a victory for the rhinos and for the Democrats. So their big enemy right now is a functioning House of Representatives that is based on a bipartisan power sharing deal. So the whole notion that we need to, elect some speaker, any speaker, you hear this from a lot of Republicans, including the head of the Problem Solvers Caucus. We need to elect somebody so that the House is functioning again.
Wait a minute. There's a Problem Solvers Caucus, and then the government keeps getting shut down.
It's a group of moderate Republicans who are trying to form some sort of bipartisan bridges, but they're not very effective.
Oh, the
Problem Solvers Caucus.
So they're just pissing into the wind. Got it.
It's a thoroughly ludicrous idea that you would ever have a functioning House of Representatives with Jim Jordan in the speaker's position. That is just a ridiculous idea. And it.
Oh, we're on a delay. When will it start? It start any moment.
Any second now.
Any second.
It's like a grenade.
Hit the button.
Man, it's already been pressed. We just gotta wait for the magic to happen.
I guess just play the clip.
Nope.
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
It's somewhat encouraging that you have nearly 24 Republicans who recognize that.
I want to ask both of you
Let
about
it keep going. There's a better
reporting
part
that I saw today that there are even more who oppose him. They're
Is that my girl Jasmine Crockett?
I don't know.
just sort of strategically humiliating him in the votes.
Oh man, they didn't play the rest of the clip. So
Great clip, Tim.
God damn it. So I watched this live, and they were talking about there's a group of moderate Republicans who every time there's a vote, they're going to change their votes from yes to no. So they can strategically humiliate Jim Jordan every time there's a vote by different people voting no every time, so he can never figure out who the coalition is that's voting against him.
It is
and
Jasmine
making
Crockett.
him look worse each time. Oh, you're right. So his own members of his own party are just, they strategize to humiliate him in every single vote that's coming up.
They're doing the move the football thing and Charlie Brown.
Yeah, essentially. They did it in the second vote. There were, I think, 4 people who voted differently than they voted in the first vote.
He just keeps walking up there like they're gonna call his name and he has to go sit back down. Like,
oh. I'm gonna go play Call of Duty in my office.
Oh, there's one last Jim Jordan clip
Are you
that I
sure?
put in the chat that you didn't get, I think. But this one is fucked up.
Oh,
This is something that Jim Jordan did that's
After
fucked up.
Kevin McCarthy was ousted. With us now to discuss, Republican
enlarge it.
Congressman Don Bacon of Nebraska. He voted against.
All right, let's take a look here.
I mean, you got Jake Tapper.
Tap the chiseler.
I mean, he's always on point. Look at that.
Yeah, the frames are nice.
Chipper.
Smart frames.
The tie is a little off.
Yeah, placement's not great. Colors,
but
not
it's all the
great.
way up.
It is.
He's got the
right.
pockets. He's got the pockets square. The hair is nice.
The colors though. I think everybody's. What is today? Wednesday. Everyone's just dialing it in. You know, it's hump day. It's midweek.
Blues and grays.
And then you got Congressman Every Guy over here.
John Q. Congressman.
What do you support, Congressman?
Yes.
I support things.
He's about to say, I support Jim Jordan not threatening my wife.
Against Jim Jordan for Speaker on both ballots. Congressman, thanks so much for joining us. So we've seen,
Thank you, Jake.
We've seen what some would call a pressure campaign.
I just looked at his fucking lapel. Fucking Christ.
Others are calling a
Don't worry about
bullying campaign against individuals who aren't on the Jordan train. Sadly, your wife got some ugly anonymous text messages warning her
from Jim Jordan
to convince you to back Jordan in the speaker vote. One of them read, quote, "Why is your husband causing chaos by not supporting Jim Jordan? I thought he was a team player." Your wife responds, "Who is this?" And then, "Oh, now you have nothing to say." This person.
Oh, she got the attitude.
Texts again. "Your husband will not hold any political office ever again. What a disappointment and failure he is."
Sounds like Donald Trump sent that message.
The typing's too good.
Yeah,
but that's
he
pretty.
can't write.
You can't make those sentences with punctuation.
Ugly stuff.
Does he know what a text message
I see
is?
from your vote today, it obviously
No.
did not have the desired effect.
You know, I'm a 30-year Air Force guy, a retired general, commanded 5 times, deployed 4 times, led a flying squadron in combat. So if they think a pressure campaign or bullying campaign is going to work with me, it's not. In fact, it's angered me. It's angered my good friend, Steve Womack, who's a retired colonel, for example, and Mario.
Oh, he's calling his friends to come get your ass.
He's like, we're gonna get a baseball bat and we're gonna go over there.
Gonna be the Sharks and the Jets, baby.
Let me list all the members of my former command team and their subordinates.
We're forming a squad.
To us,
Let's get the band back together.
Through an intellectual
back in town.
No one threatens my wife.
discussion and to work through the concerns we have. But to threaten us with primaries, threaten us with the...
Okay, if that's what the threat was, that's not a threat. Everybody should be primaried every fucking year. Don't get complacent. Do what you're supposed to do for the people every fucking time. Don't just, that guy sucks, right? I'm good? No, you need to get primaried every time.
Shenanigans and sending, anonymous texts and phone calls. They were calling my wife anonymously as well. She's recorded some of them. And
well, let's hear that shit.
Yeah, I want to hear
so
that.
send it in. Wrong. There's some folks are so.
Yo, plug that shit in. Give them the aux cable. Give them the aux cable.
Man,
phones don't have those ports anymore.
Send the MP3.
I forgot. You can't even do the aux cable no more.
Yeah, you
Dude,
can't.
We got like 5 years of good aux cable years, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
So I will say that I've had this phone for 4 or 5 years
It's got a
now.
bomb.
Nope.
What
It
kind
has
of
an
phone?
aux port.
What kind of phone is it?
Galaxy S10 Plus.
That's right, motherfucker. Samsung.
I hate them fucking
It's the
Samsungs.
last generation with an aux cord jack.
I got an old iPhone right here.
Yeah, good luck using it in a year.
Battery life 12 seconds.
Listen
I
to the words.
I got a
say.
Motorola right here, dude. Motorola right here.
No, Ollie's old school.
I've been using it since 2013.
This is my Motorola. I've had it since 1985.
Right. This is the first Motorola.
Motorola. 85.
We can like each other and still disagree, but some people don't have that ability.
Also, I hate his outfit.
Has that ever happened to you before? Your wife getting nasty phone calls and texts like that?
No, one time there was people screaming at her in the neighborhood, and so she didn't like that. I guess I'm used to it more. So she does.
What were they yelling to her? Like, damn,
One time,
girl.
Hippie.
Damn,
this one time outside of my yard, there were people yelling at my wife. She did not like it. I was fine with it.
I was one of the people standing next to them.
I
That was
actually walked out
Oscar-worthy
into the
performance.
street and
Yeah.
joined them.
They were all right people and longtime voters, turns out.
Let's get a little bit, but obviously I
It was
get
that
the
colonel he
98 or
referenced
99% of that, but it's not right to.
Yeah, it was the colonel and the other general that he's yelling at his wife. Let him come out and play stickball with us.
What I did not tell her is that earlier in the day, I called my platoon to come yell at her.
Cook
Take it out
better
on
pot
family.
roast.
And like I say, she was not angry last night. She just shared
Got the carrots smaller.
with me, and I said, "Well, send it to me because it's not right." And so I released it, and I appreciate you covering it.
Like I'm eating a lump of potter's clay over here.
We got to do better in our country. We can debate.
Gotta do butter in this country.
Make him
politics
steak
and
once in a
still not
while.
Treat each other terribly.
Fish and chips.
And wrongfully.
Fish
We should be able to
and
be
chips.
respectful in our debate.
So
who's going to Arby's? Who's going to Arby's?
I could go for some Arby's. I'm not gonna lie.
I like Arby's. I don't.
Arby's
I
is
don't,
fantastic.
I know it's cool to say it sucks, but those curly fries, I don't care what the fuck is on that bun. I'll eat it as long as I can get those fucking curly fries, man.
Curly fries are good.
Oh,
Well, and their
double
roast
battered.
beef sandwiches, I've never had a bad one.
Yeah, they're mediocre through and through.
I've had a food poisoning one.
Ooh.
Oh, those cost extra.
Yeah, those cost extra.
The hospital takes them.
Too much horsey sauce on that sandwich, Tim.
in fact,
Listen,
Jordan,
Apparently, there is a limit to how much Arby's sauce you can put on one sandwich.
They didn't tell me I had to stop.
7 packets is enough.
I just kept pushing on the squirt pump, and they were like, "Yeah, you know."
I'm just seeing Tim with a tray, and it's just all sauce.
Tim's got a bucket, and he puts the food in the bucket, and then fills the bucket with sauce, and then just tilts it back.
Well, I'm a
Honey,
sauce guy.
where's
What
my
can I say?
sauce straw?
No, the thick one.
Oh.
I'm trying to get
worse.
trying to get through those chunks. Will just clog up the straw if you use the small
Oh,
one. You gotta use
Oh
the thick
God, we're getting towards some phrasing.
is doing worse than he did yesterday. He had fewer votes
Yeah, he could have had an Arby's sauce shake like we just made up.
than he did yesterday. A spokesman for Jordan said he's not dropping out. We're going to keep going. Do you see Jordan getting to 217 anytime soon, or do you think he's going to keep doing worse and worse?
I believe he's done. He needs to say he needs to withdraw from this. He's going to lose more votes tomorrow. I know it. Already have. I know
They already
he's
have it
gonna
fucking
cross over and
planned.
Change. He doesn't have any pathway forward to 217. And there's two different reasons why. You have some group that's worked with him going back 10 years.
One, he
and
sucks.
they've worked with him on appropriations.
Two,
more senior
he
folks that are,
sucks.
he's
They're back
created
to
a lot
one.
of chaos.
He's a
I'm
traitor
in the other
and a
camp
supporter
where
of sexual
I don't like
predators.
how he got here, right? He got here with a small number of Jordan backers.
I did not know he was going to say number of backers.
I don't
who
like
8 of
Jordan
them, for
backers. That
example,
doesn't
7 of
sound
them
good to
backed
the
him,
ear.
but there was 8
Oh, there goes the guy with the bow tie.
Oh yeah, there he goes.
that was
Look at he's
allocated to
scowling
Kevin
still.
McCarthy. Our rules
That guy
state
hates
in
himself.
the Republican conference, you got to have 112,
He's definitely not Iron Man.
right?
He's definitely
And they came
not
in with
Iron Man. Not in
8
that bow
and
tie.
violated our
Nope.
rules.
This guy should be
They
Iron
followed the
Man.
rules. You had to have
Ooh, Bill Nye.
112.
No.
And then we voted for.
No.
How about Jake Tapper? Jake Tapper doesn't look too bad over there.
I'd go for Anderson Cooper over Jake Tapper.
Ooh, Anderson Cooper is Iron Man. I'd do that.
Jordan Klepper.
I mean, probably literally and figuratively.
Jordan Klepper, I don't know.
Jordan Klepper is too.
He's goof, dude. He's a
too
goof. He is such a goof. He's Shaggy in a movie more than anything.
Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert.
No.
No.
I'd like him as a J.J. Jameson.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
Him yelling and screaming and being an asshole. That would be hilarious. But J.K.
Can we
Simmons is
rename?
perfect.
Can we rename the episode in the middle of the episode to "Who Should Be Iron Man"? Because that's clearly what the name should have been.
Yes.
And the
He's
Speaker
not
of the
lying.
House is we don't
Iron
know.
Man.
So let's see if Iron Man will do it.
I don't know. Iron Man? Question mark.
But Iron Man. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
And then I'll put like. I'm trying to think of what would be the worst Iron Man image. I don't know. I'll think on it.
For Steve Scalise, and he got the majority vote, and then we had 5 Jordan backers say they would never vote for
Stop
Steve.
saying Jordan backers.
Right, but would only vote for Jim Jordan. Right after
Jordan
Steve won.
back.
And also at the same time, Jim Jordan told everybody that he would only get behind Steve if he had 217 votes. That is not our rules. In our rules, if you get the majority, you get
that's not the rules.
behind that
That's
person.
not the rules.
Whoever has the majority, and you vote together on the floor. And so
Yeah, I haven't seen them do that.
Nope.
that was the straw that broke my camel's back there when those 5
Not your camel.
Jordan folks
Leave
said
your
they would never
camel
vote for Steve
alone.
right after the election.
Specifically
Only
his,
for
not
Jim.
any camel,
Steve's-
his camel.
What would you name
Broke
your
my
camel?
cap.
What would you
What's
name
your
camel?
camel's name, sir?
What would you name your camel?
Iron Man.
Humpy.
Humpy. Fucking Humpy the camel. Ollie.
What?
What do you mean what? What are you naming your what you have a camel. What are you naming your camel?
You know, Ollie would name his camel Hot Knives if he could.
No, my camel doesn't have a name.
Hot Knives the camel. That's a comic book I need to read. Hot Knives the candle. He's a desert assassin. His blades he leaves out in the sun so he burns you.
Ollie said he rode in on a camel that has no name.
That's right. He went across the came across the desert.
I would name my camel Robert. Because it would be
Robert
fun
the-
to yell at Robert.
Robert,
Robert,
get in
goddammit,
here.
Stop spitting on everyone.
God
he didn't
damn it,
speak
Robert,
up,
you pooped on the
which
rug
means
again.
that he is
Mine
somewhat
would be
compl-
DM.
Robert, slow down.
Desert Mammoth.
Damn it.
Dammoth. DM. Right? DM in the desert.
Damathosaurus.
See, Mark, you got to watch out there because you can't say you want to slide into my DM.
You leave DM alone, Tim.
What do you mean the DMs are open? He was fine yesterday.
Listen, you can't play a game where I'm the only guy playing by the rules and the other guy is not. It's
Yeah,
not-
that's called cheating.
Yeah.
Flag switching ass fucking Jim Jordan.
We are a country of rules.
Law and order, remember?
Unless we don't want to.
Unless we say, yeah, fuck the rules.
not American. We believe in fairness and that the law applies to everybody. And
Oh,
that
yeah,
wasn't
sure
the
we do.
case with a
Yeah.
small group of individuals here.
Do you think Trump stole
But
the
I
election?
have to ask you, I mean, I hear what you're saying about all of this, but Jim Jordan was part of the effort to overturn the presidential election.
Ooh.
I mean, you know, did that bother
Jake
you?
Tapper is going
Well, I
there.
disagreed with it. Obviously, I voted to certify the election. But truth be told,
What?
about half of our conference had, on some of those states, didn't
Sex?
vote
Oh.
to.
2/3 of your
Yeah,
conference.
right. I'm not that one. I'm not one of those guys who did. I thought it was our constitutional duty to do that. But yes, it bothered
Doo-doo.
Do-do-do.
Yeah, he said doo doo.
Do do do.
me.
Do-do-do.
But our rules would be if we debate, we put all of them together, and once you get a
Like masturbate?
majority, you should get behind them. I didn't vote
A
for
master
Jim
debater.
Jordan.
I
I
think
voted
about
for
that
Kevin
in the
McCarthy.
House.
I voted for Steve Scalise.
They do it all the time.
But our rules are you support the
Every
winner
day.
of this. But in
Yeah,
this
to
case,
each other.
we were never respected in that.
Daily.
At every turn, a small group went against the majority and were able to kick out McCarthy and block Steve. And so, at that point, you can't play in an unlevel playing field. That was what was going
You
on.
didn't write
So
down
who's
what
gonna-
you were going to say, did you?
So this Representative Bacon here.
Oh, yeah.
Bacon?
He seems like one of the guys who's just like a moderate Republican
Normal
in
guy,
a
man.
in a safe district. He's from Nebraska.
No one cares. You don't care what
I'm
happens
sh-
out here.
I'm sure Irish Sweet has something to say about that.
You forgot we were here.
Yeah, and like he was just going about his day, and Jim Jordan just tried to fuck with him. And-
You know, Nebraskans are legendary for their thin skin and ready to run away from shit. Nebraskans.
Like he's one of the guys that is probably like antithetical to Jim Jordan. Like he's not a rabble rouser. He's just trying to do his job and probably represent the people who elected him.
He strikes me as old guard.
He probably is old guard, and a lot of those guys aren't in Congress anymore. So he's a holdout. Like you said, he's a veteran. He was a general and all that shit. Like he is like the stereotypical, probably Bush era Republican.
Right.
Well, and some
Early
more
2000s dinosaur.
Yeah.
More information on him. He's recently dodged questions on whether he would support Trump as the nominee for the Republican Party, voted with him 90% of the time, and voted against both of Trump's impeachments.
Yeah, I think he is the symptom that we've been waiting for. Because what it is,
he voted against forming the January 6th committee to investigate the cause of the insurrection.
Right.
So
because now regular down the middle of the road boring ass Republicans have to try to dismount MAGA because MAGA is a sinking ship and they all are trying to get off of it. And then Jim Jordan's like, I'm here. He's like, no, not you. But somebody should, they, you know what I mean? They need somebody to like merge them off of this highway to obscurity and the laughing stock of the entire country. Like it's bad. Like they can't do anything.
Well, and they are not helping their cause for the next round of elections. What are they going to campaign on? Yeah, we couldn't pick a leader twice.
Right. It took us 60 days to fucking pick a leader. I know
We
you guys have been
couldn't
struggling
support our
paycheck to
allies.
paycheck.
We almost bankrupted the government multiple times because we couldn't pass a budget.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know you guys are out there working really, really hard, but we just couldn't fucking decide on a leader. Guess we'll go back and do nothing again. Like that does not play well.
Well, and the
with
fact that they
voters.
tried to sneak a pay increase into that stopgap measure that pushed the shutdown to November.
Who's pay increase?
Oh, that was what they put in that temporary budget measure. They put a pay increase for members of the House in that bill.
I mean, they can't do that.
It has to
Well,
be the next
Democrats caught
Congress.
them.
Yeah, it's only for the next Congress, though. It's not for them.
Sure. But they were still trying to weasel in pay increases when they can't even pass a budget.
Yeah, I think that, like most Americans, if nobody in the government gets paid, then Congress shouldn't get paid.
100%.
Because
they should get fined.
They should, under like the rules of the Constitution or whatever, Congress has to get paid no matter what. But if we could amend that to say that,
yeah,
if
they'll do it.
if the government shuts down, then Congress doesn't get paid.
They're literally government workers, so why are they getting paid?
They have to pay their salaries negatively back into the general fund.
Go find another federal worker. Give him that paycheck.
Yeah.
Now.
They're just ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
Do we have a debate on next week?
No, it's not next week. I think it's the week after.
Oh, you know what's next week?
What?
I think it's McRib week.
Oh yeah, we're all supposed to go get McRibs.
Yeah, dude.
I don't even know if they're available here. Somebody's got to remind me closer to the date.
Ollie,
because
we'll
I-
send you
remind
one
you
in the
Tuesday.
mail.
I'll remind you on Tuesday. I forgot.
Ollie-
That's coming up.
Say your address out loud on the internet. We'll send you one in the mail.
It is 555.
Stop. We don't even do those.
Ontario, Quebec, Lane, Canada.
Oh my God, there's
South North Brunswick.
there's a McRib locator.
Stop it.
Put it
in
I'm
the
gonna
chat so everybody
I'm
can
gonna put it in the
Yeah.
chat.
All right, viewers.
And we expect
When-
everybody to be here next week with a McRib in hand. So we can
Right.
communally eat this. For whatever. Why are we doing this?
Because
Don't worry about
Mikey,
it.
because you and I love the McRib.
That's true. I haven't had one in like several seasons, so I might
Yes.
be a little rusty on my technique.
I haven't had one in a few years, that's for sure.
It's been a while.
Been 5 years for me, I think.
I'm ready to
least.
eat. I think I'm ready for another one. I think I'm ready.
My arteries have cleared out enough to support having another one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could have a heart attack live on stream because of this. I don't know. Just saying.
I mean, I don't drink anymore. I don't even know if I can get into the right state of mind to properly enjoy, because you got to be a little drunk to really enjoy a McRib. You got to not care about yourself to a certain extent.
Yeah, that's pretty true. You gotta hate yourself a little.
A little self-hate. A little self-hate.
All right, so the McRib is not going to be back until mid-November, so we got to wait a few weeks.
Oh, what the fuck? Fine.
There you go. Can you check and see if it's available in Canada?
Let's see. I'm looking at an article from USA Today and
Look up McDonald's.cn.
If we go to Tennessee, we can get 2 for $6.
And see, that's the other part. They always give it to you for like the best fucking deal, like $6. That's a good deal. Like that, it just appeals to me. It's like old school pricing. 2 for $6. I'd love 2 for $6. Give me 4. I got $20. Give me some fries with it too. Well, it won't be. Well, that show won't be any worse than any of the other shows that we've done so far. It may not be improved, but it probably won't be worse.
Doesn't sound worse to me.
Just like the McRib.
Yeah, it could always get worse.
It may not be improved, but it's probably not worse.
Yeah.
It says back to select restaurants.
Write that
in
down
November
so you can name the
2023.
episode that when we do have the McRib.
So I'm doing a little scrolling to see if I can grab an and finally story for us. It's all worse. So
Yeah, it is all worse.
I think
Let's watch something heartwarming.
Instead of an and finally story, let's talk about the new show that we're going to put on.
Oh yeah.
In indeterminate amount of time. I don't know how long we need to do this, but speaking from the center, soon will go away. But in its place will be a new show.
I have the blueprints here.
This new show will be a political show, but we're going to change it up a little bit.
Talking all about Iron Man.
We're going to talk. It's going to be nonstop Iron Man. Good. Which politician would be the best Iron Man?
Starting from George Washington and his cabinet.
And then every day, every show, we'll discuss a different politician as Iron Man.
How would he?
I am Iron Man.
How would? Yeah, Nixon would be a terrible Iron Man.
He'd be sweating all over the suit.
He'd be slipping all over the place. All the marble floors in Tony Stark's house. He'd be slip sliding all over. You gotta give him some flops or something.
The Russians, they did it.
All right. JFK is Iron Man.
Didn't he have a lot of health issues?
Yeah, one big one.
Oh, man.
Besides that one.
Oh.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't know if you knew.
Oh, God. No, apparently QAnon still alive. He's coming back.
No, that's JFK Jr.
Nah, they're all the same.
Anyway, the new show, we're basically going to do a review show of politics. So whatever's happening on in that week, we're going to take some clips and we're going to review the clips like they were, I don't know, what do we call it? Unboxing things.
Mm-hmm.
Unboxing the truth.
And the people in these clips will get ratings and they'll be continuous. So
we're going to get a spreadsheet. We're going to track everybody to see how they're doing month by month.
Yeah, and then over time we'll get average ratings for people and we'll see how they compare. We're gonna try
a line graph where like it's someone's head on a line and they're all jockeying to be on top.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Well, we should get HR to do like 8-bit art of each one of them so we can like pixel art so we can have the little logos going across our thing.
Like for example, that clip we just watched with Representative Bacon there, we would give him a rating based on our system.
Ooh, can we rate them in McRibs?
You, sir, are 12 McRibs.
I don't know how much we would get sued for doing that.
What if we called them barbecue sandwiches?
Barbecue
I can't believe
sandwiches.
It's not ribs.
You know what?
Not affiliated barbecue rib sandwiches.
You know what, Tim? Let them come for us.
All right.
Because when we change our mind and we change it, hopefully we go viral. We'll make a viral video about how Big McRib tried to silence us for our ranking system.
And garnered hundreds of views.
The George Soros of McRibs is all over us.
On the McRib scale, how would you rate Representative Bacon there?
All onions, no patty.
Wow, all onions, no patty.
McRib sandwich, no sauce.
Just a dry ass bun.
Dry ass hunk of meat.
It's a damn shame.
Ollie, you're muted.
We
You can't
asked
hear a
for too
damn
much.
thing.
Bad news on the McRib front, guys. I don't think they're bringing it back to Canada.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna buy one of those sealed containers that keeps things cold. I'm gonna buy a McRib.
Put in some dry ice.
Put it in send it to you. You're gonna have to thaw it out
and recook it
before the show.
I recommend microwaving it because that's how it was originally cooked.
Right.
No, dude. What?
For 3 minutes.
Don't question it. Just eat it.
I am not risking food poisoning for this show. I'm sorry.
McDonald's bread is the only bread you can microwave and it stays the same shape, fucking consistency. Like, it does not care that it's getting microwaved, and I think that's because there's no water in it.
I also think that they will not let you ship that shit over the border.
Yeah, it's a fucking war
They stop
crime.
stuff like. They stop meat products at the border like that.
It's not a meat product.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about
it's
that.
close
There's no
enough.
meat in it.
Who has a drone?
Brenna.
Who has a drone?
Brenna has
Can
lots
I
of drones.
borrow said drone?
Yeah, I'll borrow it for you from her.
Isn't Brenna like a drone instructor?
Yeah, she teaches at a college.
Perfect.
She
How
probably
far
has
range
a
McRib
bunch.
delivery.
Well, how about we just enlist? How mad would Brenna be if we all enrolled in her class? She would be so pissed.
Oh man, and we could just fuck around the whole class.
Oh my god, she'd fail us. It'd be so worth the money though.
It would be.
How much?
I don't know, but I patreon.com/thebinpodcast.
Yeah.
So we can all take Brenda's class and fucking troll the shit out of it.
Yes, pay for our tuition for Brenna's class.
Por favor.
So yeah, that's the idea for the new show. We're working on graphics and titles and everything. We're going to work on a ranking system that's not based on the McRib.
I no longer want to be a part of this show.
Yeah, I'm out.
We have to have some sort of like, that has to be a score that can be averaged. The deciding
1 out of 10 McRibs.
Oh, there we go. Okay, so that would work.
A number of McRibs?
Number of McRibs.
10 McRibs is a large rating.
Five. How about 5?
That's a lot of McRib.
Yeah, that's a lot of McRib. Just thinking about that much food on one tray, just my heart quivered.
But I'm also just thinking, like, if we have the line graph or some sort of chart with the pixelated heads moving around, you want the range big enough to spread people out.
Well, you could do like halves
Decimals,
of McRibs and quarters of McRibs.
Decimal
So like
there's a McRib.
2.7 McRibs.
Representative Bacon's thing there was probably like 2.75 McRibs.
Yeah, you're
Two-
generous to me.
two
I'm
and
going
3/4
2.5.
McRibs.
2.5 for me. 2.5 from the famine. The
And
land
then-
that famine built.
And then Jake Tapper, as always, 5 McRibs.
Yeah, that was a clean 5 ribber.
Ribbed. If you get 5, it's ribbed for your pleasure.
Stop it. I knew you were going there. I knew you were going there, you dirty man. Getting out of here.
Saucy.
I don't have to take this.
As you want to go more than 5 McRibs, you'd be like 5 McRibs with extra sauce.
See.
Ooh.
Did you guys
a
know
bucket
that
of sauce on the side?
Did you know that if you put fries in a McRib, it actually becomes edible?
Oh, I've done that.
It is.
That's good.
It's way
That's
better
good.
than the regular McRib experience.
Yeah, why don't we just change the show to the McRib experience?
Join us next week when we talk about more fast food.
And Iron Man.
And Iron Man. You know what? If this is what the people want, Tim, who are we?
I mean,
who are we to deny them?
Listen, I'm not going to argue.
Mm-hmm.
Politics is dismal, so just
Yeah,
trying to
what's the
make it
point?
as fun as possible.
What is the point? We might as well start talking McRibs. It'll be the fucking currency coming in the next 6 months. God.
Oh,
Well,
that
join
doesn't
us.
sound good.
Join us next week for another episode of Speaking from the Center. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something out.
And join Mikey and the gang tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the bin.
I'll take it. Whatever. 2 p.m. Central, 12 p.m. Pacific.
Correct time.
There you go. I'm sure it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And
It's
and
Miller.
yeah.
It comes on at Miller time.
To Miller time. Patreon.com/the bin. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Hit all the buttons on Twitch.
Push them all.
If you're a troll, we love the follows. Subscriptions are better. If you subscribe and you're a troll, we might actually respond to what you say.
Yeah, because we didn't really have any financial motivation to give a shit about the trolling.
Yeah.
It's only
Money
fun if we get
equals
money.
response.
And let's have Magic the Gathering play us out.
Good night. Maybe.
Maybe.
There we go. Maybe.
Take it away, Magic the Gathering.